In this video, we're jumping all around San Antonio and taking an in-depth look at where you can live for $300,000. I'm talking neighborhoods, schools, lifestyle, things to do, and we're getting into it right now. What's going on, family? This is Greg Foster here with Market Boss at eXp Realty right here in San Antonio, Texas. And when people reach out to our team about moving to the San Antonio area, one of the main questions they want answered is what part of the city they should live in. They've usually been doing their own research and looking at houses online, but they still want to know what it feels like to be in a certain area. The good news is that San Antonio is large enough and diverse enough to offer a wide variety of communities and types of homes. And if you're looking in the $300,000 price range, I'm showing you 5 homes in 5 different parts of the city so you can get a feel of what it's like to live there. But before we get into it, you know I gotta show some love for our sponsor. Huge shout out to Joey Solis and his team at Maverick Studio Photography for supplying us with all of the listing photos in this video. As one of the leading real estate photography companies in the San Antonio area, they've partnered with top agents and builders across the city to showcase some of the most beautiful and stunning homes that you'll find anywhere in Texas. If you're looking for the best real estate photographers in San Antonio, then head over to maverickphotographytx.com and book your photo shoot today. All right, let's go. First up on our list is Stillwater Ranch. If you're checking out the map, Stillwater Ranch is located in the far west side of San Antonio, just outside Loop 1604, right off of Culebra Road. As one of the fastest growing parts of the city over the last decade, the far west side is home to many of San Antonio's newest subdivisions and several new home communities currently under construction. When my family and I moved to San Antonio back in the summer of 2014, our first home was actually in Stillwater Ranch. And what really drew us to the area was the laid back, suburban vibe and just how new everything was. I'm shooting this video in the fall of 2020, and in the last 10 years, this neighborhood went from being wide open, bare land on the far edge of San Antonio to now being a vibrant community with lots of shopping, new schools, and some of the best amenities in the far west side. Everything about this side of town is super convenient, with most of the restaurants, the entertainment, and the shopping right off Culebra Road, just 10 minutes away from your house. And don't get me started on the grocery store situation out here. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know us Texans how we feel about our H-E-B grocery stores. I mean, sure, there's like a Walmart and a Super Target right down the road from Stillwater Ranch, but what's really gonna get you going are the 3 H-E-B grocery stores right there in the area. Okay, but seriously though, people absolutely love living in Stillwater Ranch. You've got access to some amazing schools with exemplary ratings in the North Side Independent School District. And when it comes to the lifestyle, there's tons of amenities for you to enjoy out here. There's miles and miles of trails around the neighborhood for walking and biking. There's 2 amenity centers with access to tennis courts, basketball courts, parks to play in. There's an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and it just has so many of the things that people have really come to expect from a newer neighborhood. And when it comes to affordability, our clients have been really happy with what they can get in Stillwater Ranch for $300,000. This 5-year-old Perry home right here is just a great example of the types of homes that you'll find in this neighborhood. You'll see 2-story entryways with front living and dining rooms leading into spacious great rooms. Perry Homes in particular is known for their wall of windows in the back of the homes letting in all kinds of natural light. Their open floor plans have kitchen islands and breakfast areas overlooking the 2-story living room. You've got the primary bedroom downstairs with double sinks and a separate tub and shower in the bathroom. And then upstairs, there's a really good sized game room, loft area, and 3 additional bedrooms that give everyone the space that they need. And then of course out back is a nice sized covered patio and plenty of room in the backyard for the kids or the pets to do some running around. All in all, you've got 4 beds, 2.5 baths, and a little under 2,500 square feet for a newer home in a newer community with access to lots of great amenities and a pretty laid back lifestyle, all for right about $300,000. Number 2 is Ridgeview. If you're checking out the map, Ridgeview is located in north central San Antonio, right inside Loop 410 and just west of Highway 281. We've seen so much demand for the mid-century homes in this area because of the affordability and the central location of this neighborhood. It's sandwiched right in between more expensive communities like Castle Hills to the north, Alamo Heights to the east, and Almost Park to the south, which gives you quick access to all of the same amazing shopping and entertainment, employers, and school systems without having to pay the higher home prices that you'll find in those areas. On the northern edge of the neighborhood, you've got North Star Mall, which is the premier indoor shopping mall in San Antonio. And that whole area right off Loop 410, from Blanco to San Pedro and McCullough, is just full of amazing places to eat and things to do. Just on the other side of Highway 281, you'll cross over into Alamo Heights, where you'll find the Alamo Quarry Market and the Alamo Village, which offers even more shopping, more great restaurants, Everything you'll need is just right up in there, minutes away from your doorstep, so you're not having to deal with fighting any traffic ever. If you're into spending time outside, you've got the Corey Golf Course right next to the Corey Market, and right on the southern edge of Ridgeview is the Almost Basin Golf Course, along with access to the trail systems that take you through the Almost Park and the Almost Basin. And the Basin has Little League fields for softball and baseball, all kinds of trails for walking and biking. You'll see joggers and lots of families spending time outside there. And as for the school systems here, you're located in the highly ranked Northeast Independent School District. Schools in this neighborhood are generally zoned for Ridgeview Elementary, Nimitz Middle School, Lee High School. Rest assured that your kids will have the benefit of amazing schools with actively involved teachers and parents. People really love living in Ridgeview for its rolling hills, its tall trees shading the streets, and the mid-century designs of the homes here. In recent years, there's been a lot of remodeling and redevelopment and updates to give you all of the new materials and the finishes that you're looking for in homes while still preserving the charm and the 1950s and 60s character that makes this neighborhood really special. And 303 Waxwood Lane is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Recently listed for $309,000, this home is a perfect blend of mid-century design mixed with new century finishes. It's a classic single-story bungalow with a combo of brick and siding exterior with tall trees shading the large corner lot. Stepping inside, you've got an open concept from the living room to the kitchen with large picture windows at the front with tons of natural light. There's a separate dining room with its own large window, and when you step into the island kitchen, there's all new appliances, plenty of cabinets and counter space for cooking, and it's just a really nice place for gathering and hanging out together. In all, you've got 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and 1,734 square feet of completely remodeled space in a home that has so much character and history that you usually can't find in the newer homes today. Then of course there's the larger lot sizes that come with most mid-century homes and the tall shade trees that create a perfect setting for hanging out, playing, or entertaining outside. I mean, if you love mid-century homes and you're looking for a neighborhood with access to everything and a great school district, then you definitely got to give Ridgeview a serious look. Number 3 is Stone Oak. If you're checking out the map, Stone Oak is located in the far north side of San Antonio, outside Loop 1604, just west of Highway 281. Stone Oak is one of the largest and most recognizable neighborhoods in San Antonio, and this entire area is about as central north as you can possibly get. You're right in the middle of major highways with quick access to any of the highway systems that you'll find here in the Alamo City. You're just minutes away from some of the very best shopping in San Antonio with the shops at La Cantera, and it's just a short drive to the Texas Medical Center, major employers in the area, and downtown San Antonio. Wherever you want to get to in the city, you're within 15 to 20 minutes of being there. As soon as you exit off Loop 1604 on the Stone Oak Parkway, one of the first things you'll notice is just how manicured, how well maintained, and how established everything is in this area. The HOAs in Stone Oak really do an amazing job of keeping everything beautiful. Right off of Loop 1604 in Blanco, you have the Vineyard Shopping Center. It's where most of the folks do their day-to-day shopping, and there's a number of restaurants, health stores, and shops to pick up just about anything that you need. It actually has one of only 2 Whole Foods stores that you'll find anywhere in San Antonio. And even though Whole Foods is cool and all, if you wanted to do your grocery shopping the Texas way, you've got access to 3 HEBs right there in the neighborhood. Along Stone Oak Parkway in Blanco, you've got access to all kinds of restaurants, businesses, and shopping, which lends right into the convenience factor here. Everything is super close by, so you never have to leave the area for anything that you need. People in Stone Oak really enjoy being outside here, and many of the neighborhoods have large green spaces with dog parks, walking trails, hiking trails. There's just so much to do at all the amenity centers here. There's all kinds of activities with golf and tennis, junior camps and clinics, kids' days at the pools. It's just a really nice place to hang out, spend some time with friends and family, and enjoy yourself outside. And sports are a huge deal in Stone Oak. Baseball is year-round. Football is year-round. There's lacrosse season. Swim season is huge out here. The entire school system in Stone Oak is really actively involved in the community, and in addition to the sports, the families in Stone Oak really enjoy involving their kids in all of the art, music, dance, and theater programs that you find in this area too. All of the schools in Stone Oak are exemplary rated, and students come out of here really prepared for the colleges and the universities they go into. One of the things that's different about Stone Oak that's a draw for many people to move out this way is that many of the neighborhoods out here are gated, some of which actually have 24-hour guard access. There's just a true sense of safety here, and when you're looking at crime rates throughout San Antonio, Stone Oak stands out as one of the most secure neighborhoods in the city. Most evenings you'll see people outside walking or jogging, there's families out with kids, and it really just gives you this feeling of home. As one of San Antonio's original master plan communities, Stone Oak has more than 24 sub-neighborhoods, So when it comes to finding a home in the $300,000 range, you've got lots to choose from. 115 Eagleville recently sold for $303,000 and is a great representation of what you'll find right in the heart of Stone Oak. Like much of the rest of the area, Eagleville was built in the early 2000s and 2005 and sits on nearly a quarter of an acre, backing right up to a greenbelt. Many of the two-story homes here have tall entryways with either formal living rooms, formal dining rooms greeting you as soon as you come in, ample kitchen spaces with granite islands, lots of cabinets, a nice flow that tends to lead you right into the main living area, which in this case has a welcoming fireplace, lots of natural light from all the windows overlooking the backyard. Many times you'll find space for a home office and additional living spaces, game rooms, or lofts upstairs to use as a flex space. We've even seen master suites both upstairs and downstairs depending on the floor plan. But one thing you'll notice for sure about these homes built in the early 2000s is that you usually get larger bedroom sizes over homes more recently built in newer subdivisions. And when it comes to spending time outside, Stone Oak is known for having great sized backyards with plenty of space for decks, a covered patio. You even throw a swing set or a trampoline back there and just have a really nice shady spot to enjoy. If you're looking for an amazing community in one of the best parts of San Antonio with great schools, awesome amenities, and a good mix of homes to choose from, when it comes to the far north side of San Antonio, Stone Oak really is the place to be. Number 4 is Dignowity Hill. As one of San Antonio's original historic neighborhoods, Dignowity is located just east of Highway 281, right next to downtown. There's a lot of really amazing history when it comes to this community. In the early 1900s, it was really the first prestigious neighborhood in San Antonio, up on the hill, overlooking downtown with beautiful architecture. And to this day, it's still the proximity to downtown that makes this entire neighborhood really special. In the last decade, there's been a ton of revitalization, a lot of renovation, and even though many of the homes have been recently updated here, the historic district, along with the city, have done a really amazing job at maintaining the character and the old world charm that you'll find down in Dignowity. A lot of the people have been moving to this area for the best of both worlds. You've got downtown just 10 blocks away, right in your backyard with the Riverwalk and all of the amazing restaurants, shopping, the scenery down there. You're just a few minutes away from hanging out at the Pearl Brewery, St. Paul Square, and all of the outdoorsy stuff you can do. It's just an amazing place to spend time outside and hang out with friends and family. There's just so much available to you from a quality of life standpoint, and even though Dignowity is super close to a lot of urban city living, it still has a very close-knit, small community type of vibe to it. Driving through the neighborhood, one of the first things you'll notice is just how big the lots are down here. A lot of times, living in suburbia, you've got these neighborhoods where they build as many homes as possible on the land they develop, and you've got these smaller lots, smaller yards, right up against your neighbors. The homes are all cookie cutter, kind of looking the same. But down here in Dignowity and in San Antonio's other historic neighborhoods, you've got these really good sized lots. Every home looks different, and it just feels like you're back in the 1920s. And if you're curious about what you can get for $300,000, then let's check out 726 Dawson. Now this right here is just a perfect example of what urban living is like in a historic property right next to downtown San Antonio. Built in 1910, you've got 2 beds, 2 baths, and 1,550 square feet in a fully renovated folk Victorian home with a signature wraparound porch. Stepping inside, you're greeted with high ceilings, recessed lighting, and a large picture window letting in all kinds of natural light, showing off the original hardwood floors dating back more than 100 years. And even though this home was built in 1910, you still have the benefit of an open concept with a roomy space that flows from the living room through the dining room right into the completely remodeled kitchen. I mean, the updates in this home are just so tastefully done, preserving the character of a home from the early 19th century, all while still bringing everything up to the latest standards. There's a spacious primary bedroom with a bay window and plenty of room for a king or queen size bed, complete with an ensuite bathroom with a separate tub and shower. And when you step outside, you've got a nice back deck, a really good sized backyard for either lounging or entertaining, with views right through the trees of the downtown San Antonio skyline. Number 5 is Encino Park. If you're checking out the map, Encino Park is located in far north San Antonio outside Loop 1604, just east of Highway 281. And as one of the more established neighborhoods in the far north side, Encino Park is a big draw for people looking for a slower paced suburban community. You've got all the conveniences and amenities you'd ever need with quick access to the 281 corridor, full of shopping and restaurants and fun stuff to do just a few minutes from your doorstep. The Village of Stone Oak has all kinds of shops and stores for your day-to-day shopping. There's the Alamo Drafthouse Theater, which is one of the coolest movie theaters experience you'll ever have. You've got a Sam's Club right up in there, a really nice HEB Plus just all on the other side of the highway, and a super wide range of restaurants with all kinds of Mexican food, Asian foods, burger joints, barbecue spots, and even a main event right down the road. There's a fair amount of hills and topography in the far north side, so you can see much of San Antonio from up there, even as far as downtown on a really clear day. Families in this area really benefit from the Northeast independent schools in the neighborhood, with Encino Park Elementary, you got Tejeda Middle School, and Johnson High School, all receiving exemplary ratings and offering lots of activities, extracurriculars, arts and theater programs, sports programs for the kids here. The students in any ISD are absolute rock stars. And there's so much involvement and support from all the parents and the teachers in the school systems here, and that's always a huge part of what makes for a strong community. Encino Park has about a half dozen sub-neighborhoods, and while the newest sections in the neighborhood were built out in the late 90s and early 2000s, the most prestigious and the most desired homes in this neighborhood are the ones that were built out in the 1980s on oversized lots with mature landscaping and tall shade trees. So if you're a fan of 1980s architecture, Encino Park has plenty of amazing homes for you to choose from. In fact, a lot of our clients we've worked with in the Encino Park area say they love living here because they just don't build homes like these anymore. And if you're in the $300,000 price range, this 4-bed, 2-bath, single-story home was built in 1985 and sits on just over a quarter acre in the heart of Encino Park. You've got these tall oak trees stretching up over the property, and when you step inside, you'll enjoy wood flooring and tile throughout, vaulted ceilings with exposed beams, and a warm, inviting floor plan throughout the entire home. Encino Park homes tend to have larger kitchens with plenty of cabinet and counter space, many of which have been updated with granite countertops and new appliances. And while you'll find a lot of updates, there's still a lot of the 1980s charm with wood accent, cove ceilings, and block tile in the bathrooms. Secondary bedrooms are usually larger in these homes, and when it comes to spending time outside on these larger lots, a lot of people have added large decks, screened-in porches, and entertaining spaces that transition seamlessly from indoor to outdoor living. A lot of the homes here check all the boxes, whether you're looking for an indoor or an outdoor oasis in San Antonio. Now, if you're looking for any more information for these neighborhoods or the types of homes that you can find here in San Antonio, our team is getting calls from people looking into the Alamo City every single day, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating anywhere in the San Antonio area, then give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when moving to San Antonio, Texas.